All right, tribe, the video cut out, but I'll go ahead and get them together shortly for us. Either way, that may be significant as well. You may have had a timeout or an attempt to split your energy, or something that disrupted, an energy disruption that was attempting to come through. Yeah, but you cleared the karmic board. Okay, energetic clearing, rewrite your story, live your truth. Okay, I'm hearing Tibetan music coming through. Okay, some type of Tibetan bud or some type of Tibetan frequency. I'm also seeing the patterns of mirrored realities and you stepping through a portal. Okay, it's clear. There you go. All right, and with you stepping through this portal, this is exactly, so the portal, third eye activation. This is the portal that I was seeing. Okay, brow chakras, inner vision, clear seeing. Okay, and with this mirroring, right, as I'm looking at the phone and reading this backwards to you, there's some type of mirroring going on from a higher frequency and energy as far as these both light codes, and I'm picking up neutrinos. Okay, that may be very significant for you. All right. Yeah, because you're a star being and you're bringing some type of healing. I did pick up this alien energy, this non-human intelligence energy. I did pick up you being a star being. So here's the Earth, right? And that's what I wanted to circle back into. Here's the Earth. Okay. Okay. And we have important information, wounds are healed, recharging. There. That's exactly what I was picking up. Recharging, because the universe is balancing itself back out, is what I picked up. And with this balancing, it looks like you're now stepping into your presence, okay? You are the presence. You're stepping into your presence, and it looks like you needed to recharge a bit before you reacclimated society as well, or added yourself back into society. So watch out for that, all right? And things will be amplified with this full moon energy, so you can be feeling things very deeply. It is an Aries full moon. You'll want to look into that spiritual symbolism there as well. And we can get a quick read on that too. The harvest moon. So I'm also picking up something about you, reaping your harvest, reaping your benefits. And this may not be on a monetary level with the systems being so corrupted in this point, but we are correcting them energetically and collectively. And with this correction, that may be an upswing coming to you shortly. If we're looking at that space. Yeah, because you're tapping into your genius to experience with. Okay, this Aquarius energy. You may have strong Aquarius placements. The 8th house may be significant as well. And you're resurrecting. Okay? Yeah, they all came out. So we'll go ahead and use these before I shuffle. Okay, so the idolization of this genius to experiment with. Okay, so you may be idolized, and or you may have others. You may be idolizing yourself, or you may have others that are idolizing you. And I'll digress a bit further, where outside of finances and having this presence and this harvest moon, your energy, you awakening to yourself, has now grounded this energy and frequency and your power into you. So you'll be much better now at using discernment to identify any energetic blocks. It's almost like you're a detector of what's off, and you're just shifting that energy instantly. Okay, you're shifting that energy instantly. So something significant about Pluto and Aquarius as well as the 8th house. But either way, let's get specific messages here. Spiritually, the need for control of genius to experiment with personal power, right? So you're really blending. I'm picking up on a macro and micro scale, okay, and on a physical scale, as well as interdimensionally, psychically, mentally. You're balancing so many energies, okay? So remember to allow yourself to rest. But with this Aries moon, I'm picking up the Phoenix energy and this resurrection energy, okay? All right, some type of major change. So physically, what's going on is a power struggle resulting from the eccentricity of a major change, right? So reality, what I'm picking up is this swirl of reality happening, a shift, a rebalancing. And while this is going on, of course, everything within this universe is going to be feeling those side effects as well. So this is possibly what you're picking up. I'm picking up somebody got that as a confirmation as well. Mentally, an obsession with the discoveries of the mysteries of life. Yeah, so you're on this path to understand what is outside of life as we have conventionally understood it. All right, so you're really stepping into this space of breaking down some of these mysteries. Yeah, and your dreams may be very significant and an immediate dream, okay, with the Pisces card here and the first house card here. Okay, something about 90 degrees or a right angle. Okay, so an angel, you may have had an encounter with an angel, however you'd like to interpret that. All right, the way you project yourself, okay, and your idolization of, okay. So you're understanding what I've picked up is care about people, don't care what they think, right? That's the energy that I'm picking up. All right, so this balance between yourself, society, reality, consciousness is all being impacted and looked at by your higher self and you, is what I'm picking up. By your higher self and you. All right, action steps to take. Okay, immediately you're, okay, let's do it this way. So the numbers 18 may be significant, 81 as well, with the first house and the 8th house here. Okay. So I'm picking that up as long with this spiritual warfare. I'm picking up a lot of ritualistic sacrificing happening. I'm also picking up these false matrices and also these engineered realities collapsing. Individuals that you may be seeing dying or KOing are possibly a part of these cults. So be very careful before you pour your energy into any apologetic energy or sympathy type energy or empathy, because these individuals were not able to escape those negative decisions that they were making. So that's another thing that's coming up. And also I'm picking up, you're getting these messages through your eye. For the first time on this card, I'm seeing with the Pisces eye, okay, in the center, okay? So the all-seeing eye is also what I'm picking up. You may have some type of seraphim energy coming through, all right, is what I see. And also about disruption. So minor disturbances attempting to disrupt you, but they're kind of blowing by like the wind, right? And these occurrences and disruptions are actually empowering you to remain focused and actually, I'm picking up you being outside of the chaos. You being outside of the chaos, and this erratic, eccentric energy is just needing to give space to itself, because otherwise it will implode. I'm picking up an implosion as well. I'm picking up an explosion as well. That may be going on in specific parts of the world, depending on where you are, because this is global, right? So either way though, so I'm picking up, as I'm going through and shuffling these cards like this, I'm picking up the energy of a reshuffling, a reorganizing. This is a heavy theme happening right now, and this could be happening subconsciously, like the ultimate spiritual experience. You may be tapping into some genius energy with this experience that you're having spiritually, right? Spirituality to ultimately experience genius, okay? And something as a life or death issue. You may have went through an NDE, you may have died and come back to life, okay? Something happening immediately, this power struggle, okay? So you want to be aware of that as well. You're identifying who you are, and you're tapping into your resurrection energy, okay, to really have your dreams, using the power of your dreams, this genius experimental energy, to allow yourself to have this harvest, okay? So speaking of the harvest moon, so you are energetically rich, you are energetically wealthy, you're stepping into this royalty energy, okay? And it's this is now shifting reality around you. Nice. Okay, so again, numbers significant, 816, that may be significant. I'm picking up gang cult. There's 618 as well, working backwards. And you can be seeing 888, 111, and 666, okay? So really balancing this new beginning of abundance for yourself, okay? All right. And you may be part of something overwhelming, and that's causing this power struggle. um, Again, I'm not picking up this is your energy because you've already gone through this major change for abundance. You've already gone through this life or death issue and resurrected. Okay? This power struggle is happening outside of you and you're just on. The best way I can see to say this for you, so something about singing a C note, something about C note, that may be significant for you as well. But the best way I can give you the imagery of what I'm seeing is a planet exploding and 100 miles away, you're feeling the effects. Okay, that's what I'm picking up. You're feeling the effects hundreds of miles away. All right. Uranus and Capricorn may be significant, 4th house and 11th house. Okay, so you're doing something for humanity. You're doing what makes you feel secure. You're stepping outside of this programmed matrix. You may have stepped away from even worrying about finances or worrying about those structures, as you know that they may no longer be, they won't be in existence very soon. Yeah, because now you're tapping into a lord of new material success. So your lack of focusing and chasing this energy, the bag, hustling, buying, all of this energy of trying is being separated, and you are now stepping into being and doing, simply existing as you are. You are the presence. You are the presence. You're holding the frequency. Okay? Yeah, and something about shortened life force and cruelty and despair. I mean, we have the 9 of Swords and 8 of Swords. It's almost like these energies that were outside of you, that negative high priestess that I mentioned before is possibly going through these energies now because those were attempting to be projected onto you. All right. And we have the high priestess, the priest of the silver star. You have now inherited these spiritual gifts. You have now inherited this knowing. You have now inherited this communication from the divine, the below, everything in between, and it's talking to you. And now you have the 8 of Cups, Lord of abandoned success, right? You've separated from what was a false success. You let it go. You let a false success go. You have Pisces, Gemini as well, okay? So some type of masculine energies, maybe especially in Gemini, a negative energy-based Gemini, okay, or lower frequency density. I'm also picking up something about Rubik's cubes I'm picking up, and Hebraic. So you may notice that you have a specific symbolism on you, on your body. So for example, my tattoo, if you look closely at this card, I'm noticing for the first time the symbolism in the corner there. So there may be some part of you that is able to feel this through a quantum entanglement I'm picking up, through an energetic entanglement to the individuals that attempted to latch themselves onto you. Yeah, but you've the child of great transformers, death. And we did pick up that death energy. Oh my gosh. We got the 9 of Swords, the 10 of Swords, the death card, the 8 of Swords. I mean, back to back, like I said. So it looks like this energy was being projected at you. This is like the ultimate anguish, the ultimate defeat, complete sorrow, erased from existence energy. Yeah, completely. And this is what it looks like, this planet being destroyed. So really, I'm picking up this universe is now being destroyed so that the sun, okay, the truth, this is the alchemical symbol for the truth, the sun, okay, positive energy, trying to hold this light. Okay, that was the goal, to hold this light, to energy harvest. Okay, wow. This full moon energy really got the, all right, ritual cleansed. All right. The full moon energy really has these things coming to light. You may be noticing that your gifts are heightened. Yeah, 2 of Wands. You're stepping into the Lord of Dominion, right? You're stepping into this action energy. You put action through inaction. The best way to describe this would be that you not even making a move is the action. You holding the space is an action, and in a very masculine energy, regardless of gender, okay? Yeah, you're cutting through any BS. And there may have been a negative Princess of Swords that was a contributing factor to this, a shape-shifting energy, but you are stepping into the star energy. You're stepping into the star energy. My gosh, do you see that shift? Did you all notice that shift? I mean, in the recent past, that energy was all attempting to be brought down on you. And now that energy has shifted and reflected, you know, to the energies that that were attempting to do that sacrifice. I'm picking up this ritual sacrifice, and this is possibly why I also picked up the activation of these death rituals, these suicide rituals, these sacrificial rituals, these energy harvesting rituals. I mean, just over there. And so you're able to now rest, rejuvenate, and you're stepping into being clear and decisive with this Princess of Swords energy. And you are creating, prophesying as you speak. I'm picking up the gift of prophecy, okay? And I'm also seeing with this Lord of Dominion. Yeah, you now have the Lord of Dominion. So what I'm picking up is that you are bending reality. It bends to your will. And the only job that you have now, tribe, is to remember that, okay? We have this star energy. Look how beautiful. Look at you. This star energy, strong Aquarius energy again. So that genius energy that we were picking up before from the karma cards, right? This is the karma. This is your dharma, right? 9 of Pentacles, Lord of Valor, right? Yeah, Ace of Wands. This is the truth. 9 of Pentacles, okay? You possibly have been owning this or owed this. You already either in this timeline energetically, like we said previously in the reading, and this is what's coming to you spiritually. It's just coming. It's on the way. Lord of Valor, okay? 7 of Wands, right? You've gone through this strife. You've survived the fire. You've survived the fire. And now you're activating this Ace of Wands energy, this truth. You're standing there ready to fuck shit up. Let's put it that way. You're ready to fuck shit up. Confirmation. Wow. And yeah, you're communicating this effectively. I mean, it's beautiful. I mean, and now you've come into this Princess of Cups energy, right? Palace of Floods, right? So you balancing yourself is a flood for other energies somewhere outside of yourself. I mean, it's beautiful. Okay, names like Nicole, Gwyneth, okay, may be significant as well. Okay, but this Princess of Cups energy, you've stepped into it. And that's causing a flood for everything else around you that doesn't fit. If it's not fitting, the energy is being casted away. Yeah, you're tapping into this. And then we have a Knight of Swords. So this may be the masculine and feminine energies, so air and water, right? Using this emotional energy to communicate effectively, putting your energies into motion through words and activating vibratory. Okay. Yeah, the Last Judgment. You call the Last Judgment the spirit of the primal fire. Okay. Like I said, this primordial energy that I was picking up earlier. But yeah, you're the star. 2 of Wands. Yeah. Yeah, you're right about these energies. You can feel it. You can feel these energies going through this chaos, no matter what the external is appearing to be. Okay? Yeah, and it's happening with a swiftness. All right? And you're doing something swiftly as well. All right? So any moment of feeling heavy, weighed down, you're tapping into being the Lord of Swiftness. You are enacting, right? And if we see the lower devil symbolism in a negative context, right? And it looks like that energy needs to feed. It's coming to collect the energy that was promised to it. Yo, look at that. The devil, a Knight of Cups. So there could be a water sign that's attempting to get in touch with you, because I see that the devil is sending that energy in possibly. Okay? Or he's on his way to the devil, because whatever negative Knight of Cups this was, a Pisces or a Aquarius energy, and a Cancer energy, right? They're getting picked up. Lord of Waves and Waters. Like I said, there's this flood, okay? I'm getting a biblical reference for the first time in reading this way. This Lord of the Flood, it's coming for these individuals, metaphorically. This can also be literally in specific parts of the world. The energy is shifting. I'm also picking up you being able to manipulate and control weather. Something about that. Or I'm also picking up shadow government or forms of government attempting to misappropriate these energies for negativity. It's over. It's a wrap. Let's see. Yeah. Lord of Great Strength. 9 of Wands. Okay? You're tapping in. You've proven your strength. Yeah. You're separated from this Lord of Strife. My goodness. Yeah, you stepped into your North Node. So you stepping into your North Node is causing this strife within specific communities, okay? And you've cleansed yourself off with this King of Swords. So a divine balance in the Empress energy. Oh my goodness. And the Hangman reverse. You're not lost or confused. You're making progress. You've moved forward. Wow. So there may have been... So now your mind is able to rest. I'm picking up. You're able to rest with this King of Swords energy being here and the Four of Swords. You're able to rest your energy now. You're able to get out of this hangman mode, not knowing where to go. You've blended your ancient Egyptian energy as well as your Hermetics. Okay, you've blended yourself into being the Empress energy, irregardless of gender. You're in this Empress energy. You see those pentacles hanging above the head, coming down, and you are being with this feminine energy here, okay, represented by that symbolism there. All right, a Venus energy, okay, with love. You're able to, the balance is that you are about to be receiving this, sitting on your throne, sitting on the crown, okay? It's being rebalanced. It's almost, I'm picking up this finality energy on one timeline. I'm picking up this finality energy. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles. Okay. Look, Ace of Swords. It's coming in. Ace of Swords, 10 of Pentacles. Get to snapping, okay? That's for the energies that are these energies that may be trying to be monitoring spirits, okay? So interesting. The energy of this full moon has a shift completely outside of the standard observer energy that I'm tending to feel more so. So that may be very significant to you as well. Something about you being a part of this change. You actively acclimated yourself to being the presence, okay? Being the presence of this energy. Wow, 10 of Cups, Princess of Pentacles. Yeah, 3 of Wands, Lord of Established Strength. Yeah, so it's you and possibly other energies from specific dimensions. If we look here, the Sun, as well as these Aries energy, this moving forward, this triumphant energy. You're moving forward. Lord of Established Strength, Princess of Echoing Hills, Lord of Perfected Success, King of Cups, and a Knight of Wands. Yeah, yeah, so there may be a King of Cups that also called judgment on some Knight of Wands, or is sending in a Knight of Wands to you to give you the truth, deliver you the truth about this 10 of Pentacles. Virgo, okay? So this honest truth. All right, so whatever King of Cups energy that is. Okay. Ooh. All right, we're gonna get out of that energy for a second. Wow. I was directly channeling. I'm really hoping that you all pick that up. So something, doing a double take, I'm picking up. All right, let's get what's going on cosmically. We'll pull one card. Okay, emotions. Yeah, surrender these emotions, okay? You're free. Okay, all right, but so you're surrendering your emotions and understanding that you're a free spirit. You have sovereignty and ownership over your soul, your dominion, your reality. You are moving that forward yourself. You're stepping into this energy. Let's see. Yeah, you've activated your self-worth. Baby, you sexy. Yeah, look at that. You've activated your self-worth. You're not having issues or struggles with your self-worth anymore. You understand your identity and your true nature, and you're holding it in always, always. This is the message from the harvest full moon. This is your harvest. Your self-worth has been completely restored, and that's chaos and panic for everything else that was not wanting that to happen for you, unfortunately. Fortunately for you. Okay, and we have the number 27 here. So something about 27 years. This may have been a long cycle. Excuse me for that burp. Yeah, definitely a spiritual burp with this release. Okay, you're releasing this energy. 7, 8, 9, a completion. You've completed your self-worth journey. That may have been the biggest challenge that you had to overcome. Yeah, this because of betrayals. Yeah, groups of 88. So a group with abundance working against you, possibly a Queen of Cups or a Queen of Pentacles, and 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups. Yeah, giving you this illusionary success, forcing you to be okay with either the status quo, standardization, or expectation as well. I picked up. Okay, and something about your ancestors coming through and communicating to you. You may have a sacred symbolism, scarab beetle as well, that's coming through to let you know the accuracy of what you're feeling and thinking and knowing that it's true. Okay, tribe, we're gonna leave it here for now. Whew. All right, cleansing that energy for you and sending a good full moon ritual over your way. So this definitely was a transmission, Okay, so a mutation of the way we receive and send information, and it's become a mutation of transmission information. That may be significant for you, okay? A mutation of the way we transmit information, okay? That may be something very significant to some of you. All right, so remember, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Like the link, click the link in the bio. Check out the shorts for instant confirmations. Like the link as well. That may be coming up. So some change. I'm picking up, okay. I'll go ahead and add this into the short. For now, tribe. All right. See you next time.